congratulations dito sa series niyo. Ang tanong ko kay Kong, Arjo at saka kay Jake, kilala kayong very, very intense actors, ano? Especially sa patunay itong series na ito. How do you make bitaw or when it comes to ganitong mga klaseng role? Paano kayo bumibitaw? Arjo?
Si Jake po masaya katrabaho eh. As I said, no, when I get on the set, actors, directors, production, everyone makes it easier for us. Everything was on point. No? Again, this was such an experience, it was such a journey. Again, getting back to Jake, it's so easy because you see, Jake is, besides a friend, a really close friend, he's also very generous as an actor. So it's very helpful, no? Pag gano'n na, hindi madamot. And we're just literally giving and throwing and enjoying the scene. So again, we enjoyed it at the end of the day and we collaborate at the end of the day. Kaya po, ganun po yung whatever you'll see on the series.
But what I'm trying to say is, paano ka bumibitaw dun sa role? Especially kung nadadala ka.
Okay po. Follow ko naman. Bumibitaw sa character. Snap in and snap out lang din po ako. Siguro po throughout the years, I was able to learn about letting go of the character. Kailangan eh.
Nadadala mo ba sa bahay?
Hindi naman po, but definitely sometimes, no, lalo na pag tuloy-tuloy, may nadadalang personality and I think that goes for everyone naman, no? Especially all the actors who really try to get into the character. Everyone I'm with, I'm sure experiences that. Yun lang po, I snap in, snap out, I've learned. Tulungan naman po ako. I've learned from veterans, from directors, and everyone else, no? So definitely snap in, snap out of character.
Pinasabi lang niya, gusto ko nang bumitaw. Ganun lang. Tapos na. Ha? That could be the theme song for season 2.
How about Jake?
Yep. For this one, pagbibitaw, it was a bit hard. It was a bit hard to let go kasi ang daming a lot of preparation. There's so much preparation put into it, so much things. Parang I so stimulated myself. Like Arjo, like watching documentaries, watching so many things. So, and plus it was so fun to do it. So parang hirap ng bitawan. But through the process of creating this one, I realized parang siguro through repetitions, like practicing it and rehearsing it day in and day out, as much as I parang didn't want to let go, parang kusa akong binitawan kasi so many times I practiced it, so many times I rehearsed it, so many times I lived the sequences. In fact, parang I even went on imaginary dates with Miss Shasha. So parang it was a bit hard to let go of it, but kasi so much preparation was put into it and it was so fun to do it. Pero parang through the process, parang because I practiced it so much, nung natapos na talaga yung project, parang kusa ko na rin siyang binitawan. Parang gano'n.
Thank you. Back to Arjo, no? Second question lang. Napanood ni Maine kanina ito, sabi niya proud na proud siya sa'yo. Is this the type of movie na you're proud na panoorin kay Maine?
Definitely po, kahit kanino, we really worked hard for it in all ways, no? As I said, again, so much to say about everyone, but yun po, definitely, very proud to make anyone, especially Maine, watch it. Thank you po.
Okay, we are now to our last question, and that killer question will come from Manila Santos of Push.com.
We're afraid.
Good evening, guys. My question is for Ms. Shasha. Ma'am, I think for the first episode you had 2 scenes, but they're very loaded scenes. So my question is, how were you able to build that kind of chemistry with the 2 members of the La Rosa family, older and younger?
Older and younger. See, oh, yeah. I've worked with him a lot of times in the past. Actually, ang galing-galing niya dito. Of course, I also watched the film before reading my script para lalong maintindihan ko kasi parang ano ba yung susunod? Sino ba yung mga anak niya? Ano ba sila dati? So, kasi very complex yung characters nila Arjo, tsaka yung mga anak niya. Sobrang loaded. Of course, I already mentioned yung character ni Jake was never in therapy with me. But si Arjo, later on, marireveal kung bakit. Kung bakit kami, kumbaga why he sees me. Ano bang traumas meron siya? Ano ba yung kailangan niyang therapy? Mas nag-iba lang yung timpla kasi naging personal pa. But I'm the type of character na in-explain sa akin, of course, ng production, ni Direk, na kumbaga present ako sa pamilya nila. Lumaki sila na nakikita, and I'm like a tita. So you can see how awkward that scene with Jake was. Parang hindi ba? Parang, ano ba yun? May Oedipus complex pa yun. Parang ganyan. Hindi ba?
Ano ba yun?
So, I don't know, have I worked with you before? I think in ASAP we've worked before, pero si Arjo first
I was
time.
actually really nervous because that was our first sequence together.
Pero ang husay talaga eh, kasi dumadating lahat naman sa set na alam nila yung character nila, alam nila yung trabaho nila, alam nila yung linya nila, alam nila yung character nila. So, wala, it's just amazing, of course, to see everything evolve, di ba? Parang, ay ganun nga pala yun, ano? Parang ang husay. Without having to express in words. Siyempre, ngayon lang namin naman nakikwento itong mga kung paano namin inaral yung mga character namin. So, everyone, wala ako naging problema. And of course, I'd like to work with everybody again.
Thank you. My second question is for Jane. So, Jane, from the very first scene, you definitely made your mark on the episode. So, in terms of preparation with regards to your rapport with Sir Ricky and your chemistry with Arjo, how did you prepare for this role in a sense na different from all of your previous roles, and siguro your sexy persona now, we saw you in lahat, and you know.
Wow. How do I, okay, start. Siguro ako, more excitement kasi I was really, parang isa to sa mga dream roles ko talaga to do. So, super thankful ako that I get this opportunity dito sa series na to. And yung preparation kasi ang dami na naming schedules for that, like yung reading namin with sila Direktan, they gave us everything that we needed. Parang lahat na ng details about the characters, about everything, they gave you enough to prep with. And I guess yung kay Dito Ricky, sa set na namin yun na-build, bukod dun sa mga script reading namin, every time na meron kaming car scene, talagang nagchichikahan din kami. Ang dami ko naiisip pag nag-aantay kami ng mga setup. Para din ma-build yung, kasi partners kami dito eh. Yung ganon. With Arjo naman, matagal na rin kami magkakilala, so siguro nakatulong din yun na I feel comfortable with him.
Thank you.
Robbie, I think.
One more. There's another question coming from yeah.
Right. So for Jake and Arjo, I feel that like in this world of showbiz where everybody's trying to be squeaky clean, you guys are ushering a new age where bida kontra bida is somebody that people can look up to and also follow. So given the roles that you guys have been accepting through the years where you really mind F people talaga on so many layers, can you please share where did this start? Who did you look up to? Are there any other actors that got you on this journey or inspired you to go against the grain?
Jake.
Well, for me, well, I always pride myself in marching to the beat of my own drum. So parang like roles like this is my dream project. These are my dream roles. Like, I think I did an interview and they said I think I did an interview the other day, they said, when you're a kid, what did you want to be, cops? Did you like playing cops or robbers? I always dreamt of being the robber. I always dreamt of being the bandit. So like for me, a project like this, like naka-highlight or imperfect characters or flawed characters, to me, I'm just so happy na I reached this point of the industry now where these are the leads now of the projects. Parang more realistic, more texture, more grit. So for me, I'm just very, very lucky that it reached my time. Na maabot sa panahon ko sa show business na we're doing projects like this now. So for me, I'm just thankful to Nathan. Thank you to Direct Roel, ABS-CBN International. Thank you to Direct Dan, and thank you to Arjo, Ria. Just thank you for the opportunity. I'm just grateful to be part of this, really, to be honest.
Arjo?
Sorry, what's the question again?
Like,
Bida kontra bida.
Sorry, actually, I just might just add, sorry, like, people that, I mean, Arjo would agree with me with this. Siyempre, in-idol namin na Arjo is like Tito Eddie Garcia. Diba? So like roles like this, it's a rendition of like the roles that Tito Eddie did in the past. So for me, just to be able to do, just to be able to do roles like Tito Eddie, like Tito Boyet, even to do a scene with your idol across with Tito Boyet, it was very surreal for me. Thank you for the opportunity.
Same with Jake. Tama yung sinabi niya. Yeah, live it day by day. We want to take on all these characters because it's fun. We just enjoy what we're doing. We learn so much. Who did we look up to? A lot of people, to be honest. A lot of character actors, and a lot of them are actually with us. It's just really learning, no? Experience is really the best teacher throughout the years. More of absorbing. I'm sure Jake would agree with this, no? But we've been absorbing and just really learning. Maybe yun nga, we're not part of the cute stuff, sorry, but no offense, but it's more of we really chose this road because when getting here, siguro there was a time where I'm sure, diba, sino bang hindi gusto maging bida, saying this, but when I got into showbiz, obviously, yung complexity lang po kasi ng character and all these other characters it could be. There's no limits, there's no right, there's no wrong, you know. So definitely I enjoyed it and I'm here and we just love doing it. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you for the question. And I think there's a question